Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Treya, and this is Theowlsintuition. If you are new here, hit that little subscribe down below and the bell so you get notified each and every time I post new content. If this resonates, give me a thumbs up and comment. Let me know the tea, baby. It'd be very interesting when everything lines up. So, thank you to anyone who has donated, who liked, who subscribed. Thank you to anyone who has booked a reading. And if you wish to book a reading, my email is in the description box as well. So, oh, and I will not message you for a reading. Beware of scammers. They be out here, okay? We have 4 pals today, and today we are talking about... What the hell are we talking about? What is your purpose in people's lives? Okay, why are you placed in people's lives? Whether it's for a long time or just for a good time. 111. So we have 4 piles. We have pile number 1, which is the Star Tarot. Pile number 2, which is the Gentle Heart Tarot. Pile number 3, which is the Dream Keepers Tarot. And pile number 4, which is the Moon and Stars Tarot. As always, you can pick more than one pile if you feel called to. I love you guys, and thank you for joining me today and watching, and I'll see you on the pile that you picked. Bye. Hey, welcome back to my channel. Pile number 1, it's the girl, Treya, and this is the Theowlsintuition. If we are new here, okay, if you are new here, because I'm not new here, but okay, then please hit that subscribe and the bell so you get notified every time I post new content. And if this resonates, you know, give me a thumbs up and comment. Let me know the tea, okay, baby? Welcome to the fam for my subscribees. Y'all are gang, my little outlets. I'm also doing zodiacs, so be patient. You know, I'm gonna do like fire signs, water signs, earth signs, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, we're talking about what is your purpose in people's lives. But first, we're gonna get the current energy to see if this is your pile. And if not, you can pick another pile. You can choose another reading, you know, or you can just go about your merry day in whatever way feels right for you. All right, current energy. Naked. Feeling vulnerable. Interesting. Okay, so something may have been exposed that made you feel guilty, ashamed, less than. Whether it was somebody who was trying to project onto you, could have been someone you were in a relationship with, or someone you feel close to, maybe even someone from your past and you've been reminiscing about certain things. Could even have to do with your abundance. Maybe you feel like you don't have enough, and you know, you're being called to, like, you're being triggered to like release these limiting beliefs. Okay, then we have landscape and places. Are you comfortable in your environment? Yeah, so maybe someone in your environment or something in your environment was making you feel uncomfortable, or maybe someone exposed something in your environment, or something was exposed, and then I feel like, you know, it shifted your perspective, and now you feel a little uncomfortable where you're at, or you feel, you know, you're just starting to see life through a different perspective. It's like you're seeing beyond what people are saying, and you're paying attention to what they are doing. Whatever that is, 222. Okay, but also there's another message about you finally having the abundance to travel more and explore more, because of the fact that wherever you are at, you are not meant to really stay all the time or for that long. You're meant to travel. You're meant to experience new things, experience different cultures, people, situations, meet new people, connect with people, because you make an impact on everyone, okay? But you do have to release the fear. Maybe some of you fear like traveling, or you fear that bad things could happen, or you fear flying, or whatever it is. It's okay. You will be protected. You know, you just have to actually believe in your protection. There's something about you. Make sure you believe. Okay, when you start to get nervous, what are you nervous for? If you knew that you were protected and you say that you're protected all the time, then why are you nervous? Okay, so your guides are like saying, like, you continue to say you're protected, but your actions are acting as if you are not protected. You know, you start getting anxious, or, you know, and with your manifestations too, it's like you say, like, I'm abundant, but then your actions, or like, you know, what you do or you think, it's really giving like, I am not abundant, or I'm not worthy of the abundance. So just be aware of that, okay? This could have to do with inner child or your sacral chakra wound that could be coming up to be triggered to be closed out, so that you can have the abundance and feel safe enough to travel and explore, because you have some type of purpose to travel. Okay, so if that resonates at all in any way, shape, or form, then this is your reading. Let's get into your oracles. Okay, big energy, Pile 1, big energy. Wow, we have expressing love and gratitude and then projecting, but this lady's has like a heart in her mind. You come into people's lives, your purpose is to make them believe in love again. Make them realize how they're projecting themselves onto you. You might be very blunt and upfront, or you may talk about certain things in regards to what you believe, or like, maybe someone may disagree with what you're saying, and then all of a sudden you're like, yeah, I understand, I see, but also, like, this is about me, it's not about you. You might believe that if you were in this predicament, it wouldn't work out for you, but I'm not going to claim that energy, and etc., etc. You call out when people are projecting their energies onto you. That's what it is. You call it out. You let people know. And, this may be my mirror group, okay? Because you may project how people treat you back to them, okay? Or you may call out people when they're treating people disrespectfully, okay? But yeah, you acknowledge, like, how little effort gratitude is, because you're very grateful. I feel like you say thank you a lot. You're very polite. You're very loving. You appreciate a lot of people, and you make people feel love. Okay, you're a reminder in regards to, the love that is still in the world, okay? Because yes, there is a lot of shitty shit going on in the world, don't get me wrong, but there's just as much good, and people don't acknowledge that because, social media and the news and the elites, they try to make, people focus on fear because that's their agenda, because, that takes away our power, right? But that's not what we're talking about here. But you may talk about shit like that. You may talk about, like, how social media affects people, or, how fear and the news and what they're putting in our food and stuff like that. You may talk about stuff like that and give people a reality check. You make people realize certain things and make people around the world, because I feel like you have a worldwide impact because we have this globe here. So you may post on social media and, like, talk about, like, conspiracy theories, or talk about, like, the good in the world and not just the negative, or you may be calling out, like, celebrities or whatever, I don't know, because we have shine here too with this Leo energy and connect. So you connect with people maybe around the world and you shine, and this is amazing. But you also are this lone wolf energy, and you take time to be alone. It's like you're the popular loner, and you show people that it's okay to spend time alone. It doesn't make you feel, or it doesn't make you any less worthy, okay? I am going to read this section from this card. It says, the sixth ray of devotion bestows the qualities of persistence, unwavering focus, and intensity of feeling. It is a gift of the strength to move mountains with your will for what you love, bitch. When the sixth ray of devotion appears, you are given guidance that even if you do not seem to have the worldly power right now, the power of your beliefs can conquer obstacles. Archangel Uriel helps you to receive the blessing of the sixth ray now. Yeah, so pretty much, like, your belief in yourself inspires others, okay? You believe in yourself, you've been through a lot of shit, and you overcame it, and you never let people project and block your dreams. Like, oh, you can't be able to do that. You show people, yes, I can. And let me show you what you can do too. Everything is possible, okay? You're also, because with this alone time correlating with this, you cannot pour from an empty cup. You may be, people realize that you're not being selfish. It's being, it's like self-love. You give love to yourself so that your cup can overflow, and then you feed it into others, okay? And we have raised your vibration. I didn't even peep this. I forgot about that. Your purpose on this world is to raise your vibration high enough, and your vibration around others raises other people's vibrations. You're meant to really connect with people in regards to how much abundance really is. And it says abracadabra connect. Connecting into your inner magic, connecting into your heart space, connecting into the connection of God, the universe, how everything is one. Maybe you talk about the Hermetic principles, or like the 12 laws of the universe, or, you're very into quantum physics, or, the teachings of Joe Dispenza, or whatever it is. But you're very much like, you're not, like, there's no label for you. And maybe you're big against labels, because you're an enigma, and that's what you awaken people to. The reality is, like, you don't have to fit somebody in a box, or you don't have to be a certain way or whatever. It's like, you show people, like, it's okay, I can be this and I can be that. Like, I can be spiritual and I don't have to be vegan, like, the way, you're not about control. And you show people, maybe you release control and you just trust in the divine, like this says, like, you know that I will receive my blessings. The power of belief. The power of belief is actually a book that maybe you read or you've read and, like, you know, you live your life by, you know. I'm hearing Lao Tzu. I forgot the, maybe you're into Wayne Dyer. What is that? Oh my god, I can't remember. But Lao Tzu, what is he, what are the rules or the books or the teachings that, yeah, I can't remember that right now. But yeah, the sixth ray reminds you of the power of love. You can which can conquer anything and everything. It's like you're Martin Luther King Jr. incarnate. Like, you know, you're leading people. You're showing people that we're not gonna fight. We don't have to fight. They're fighting and antagonizing. It's just a negative against the negative. You know, you're canceling out the negativity with love. Love wins. Love overpowers. Love cleanses. Love heals. And that's what you do. That's what your purpose is, okay? And some of you guys are doing this on a mass scale, and some of you guys are doing this just between 1 or 2 people. You're making an impact regardless of how many people that it is. Some of you also could be Capricorn or Leo. But yeah, and you also show people that magic is real because of your belief. Miracles happen around you and you remind people that miracles are real. Okay, maybe you talk about certain experiences, whether esoteric or like, you know, how you manifested something or this or that. Or maybe you're big on manifestation, the law of attraction, the teachings of Bob Proctor, or, you know, there's a lot. You're a teacher in this lifetime. You're a teacher and a leader, but by example. You don't just talk the talk, you walk the walk. And you're a hermit, okay? You go within instead of like seeking outside validation. You remind people that everybody has what they need within. It's your heart, your soul, you know? Yeah, let's get into your tarot. Okay, your purpose is to show people what real love is. Self-love. And you know, sometimes it could be you choosing to leave certain things or let go of certain things, okay? You're also here to break generational curses. Your purpose is to set up your lineage for the rest of their lives, for every lineage going forward until, you know, whenever, you know. But you're meant to set up generational wealth, and, you know, you're meant to show people to not hold on to maybe traditions that their family has instilled in them that maybe, or ideas or beliefs that maybe are not serving them. Okay? You're also here to show people that you don't have to fight. You don't have to watch everyone. Maybe you're not into social media, or maybe you don't post on social media a lot, but you get shit done and you post like certain things, and it's like, I don't know, I can't explain this. It's like you don't need to brag or show off. You just are. You are who you are. You don't let fear run your life. You let love run your life. And it's like you don't need to broadcast it. You know, a lot of people be faking the funk and stuff like that. You're also here to get into your dream relationship and show people that people can find their dream partner, can be in a happy and healthy relationship. Whether you're in one already or not, you will be in this lifetime, just so you know. But yeah, you're meant to show people like a true divine love. And, you know, you're meant to like have people start to reflect on the relationships in their lives, okay? You're also, yeah, you're meant to build a super firm foundation for your lineage, whether those who are alive with you right now, your children, their children's children, okay? You are going to build something that is going to leave an impact not only on your lineage, but I feel like multiple people around you, their lineages as well. You're meant to really show people the magic of transformation, the magic of surrender. You're also non-judgmental, okay? But you have this duality to you. You're extremely unique. You're very honest and truthful, and you don't live for others. You show people that you can still help and love people, but also you don't let other people run your life. Like, you're here in this life for you. You came into this life alone and you're going to leave alone. And you understand that and you accept it. You also don't fear death, I feel, for a lot of you. And I feel like maybe you're meant to show people like, okay, if you believe in reincarnation or, you know, whatever people believe in, whatever your belief is in regards to that, it's like you don't have fear of death. You're like, hey, I'm going to go when I'm meant to go. You know, I have a purpose, I'm gonna get it done, and I'm gonna, you know, you're not in a rush. You're on your own time. You're patient. You show people like it's okay to slow down. You don't have to be in this grind, hustle mode. You also show people to not feel connected, so like connected to the mental constructs created by society. Okay, these have been created since like the 1900s, the beginning of the 1900s, and it's like, you know, we have to go to school, we have to work, we have to we retire, and then we die. Okay, but like we have new social constructs, like you have to have this many followers in order to be somebody, or this many likes. Like, you can still make an impact on people, more of an impact than somebody who has 1 million followers just by having your 1,000 followers. You know what I'm saying? It's like your vibration makes people, like, I don't know, you guys just have this really, really different perspective, and you're meant to like challenge those who are rigid, challenge those who are like, it's my way or the highway. And that's your purpose. Your purpose is to be a rebel, to rebel against conformity, to rebel against, you know, people who are like, you're weird, or you do like, let people live, baby. As long as they're not harming anyone, why is it any of your business? And that's what you do. You stand up for the little guy. You're also meant to heal like any lack mentality in your lineage and help others to heal as well. Okay? Heal from heartbreak. You're a healer. You're meant to heal people who, you know, feel like they've been outcasted. You know, you acknowledge people, and you show people like it's okay to be a lone wolf. It's okay that you're the black sheep. It's okay that you're this. It's okay, because you can still stand in your purpose and still get stuff done, but you have to heal and let go of whatever, you know, your generational curses are, or whatever trauma that you had from school, and etc. And you also help people to embrace their uniqueness, but you get a lot of people out of their mental struggles, because I did see the 9 of Swords under that 2 of Cups as well. So you maybe know a lot in regards to reducing stress, anxiety, or depression, and you may teach that, or there's big emphasis because this Hierophant is like you're a teacher, which I did say earlier. So you're teaching people how to, you know, heal. You're teaching people how to make money. You're teaching people how to become financially free, how to break limitations, how to live authentically. You're teaching people how to, you know, sleep better, connect with their soul, heal their soul, mind, body, and soul, you know, live a more holistic life instead of this traditional life that people, you know, if I get sick, I take medicines that only mask the symptoms instead of changing my diet. You're talking about maybe changing your diet or taking supplements, facing things before they become, maybe you also are into Dr. Sebi and stuff like that, you know? It's like, instead of masking the problem, I'm going to prevent. You're about prevention, okay? And that's how you work. This is beautiful. But yeah, you're also this person who is very much, your purpose is to help and support people who are going through hard times. I don't know if you give back to charity, help the homeless, help the hungry, or help people who are down. You may come into people's lives just for a little bit, just to help them to heal, just to help them to start to love themselves, just to help them get out of that unhealthy relationship, to help them to break the generational curses, to help them heal their depression, their anxiety, their stress, to help them conquer and stand in their power and boost their confidence. A lot of people are meant to watch you. The thing is, you like to be alone, and you know, you don't really need to post on social media, but a lot of people will still watch you and still see you, because, I don't know, you're meant to be a teacher, you're meant to be a leader, you're going to post or something like that. Maybe you post lessons or lesson plans or whatever, but that's your purpose, baby. Yeah, you think outside the box and you inspire others to do the same. You make people turn their tears into wishes, you know? You bloom, you blossom, you're the lotus flower through the muck and the mud and all that stuff. You're meant to tell your story. That's your purpose. Tell your story about what you overcame, all your pain, all your suffering, and how you transmuted it, and, you know, help others to transmute their pain as well and turn it into power. All right, yeah, that's what I got for you, Pile 1. I hope you have an amazing day, night, or whatever, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Hey, what's up, Pile number 2? It's your girl, Drea, and this is Theowlsintuition. If you are new here, hit the subscribe down below and the bell so you get notified every time I post new content. If this resonates, comment. Let me know the deal, baby. Alright, so yeah, we're going to, tap into what is your purpose in people's lives, okay? What purpose do you serve in these people's lives? But first, we're going to get your current energy. If this doesn't resonate, you can always pick another pile, watch another reading, or carry on with your merry way. Enjoy your day. I'm glad you're here to stay. I don't know what's happening. Okay. Alright, so get your current energy. Pile 2's current energy. Oh, and if you want to book a personal, my email is in the description box, but I will not message you for a reading. Okay? Oh, wow. That's got a lot. So, transformation. We got death. I will not talk about transformation. Naked and food. And sex. Wow. Spicy! Alright, so pile number 2. You're transforming the way that you look at yourself in your relationships, okay? You may have gone through a hermit phase where you kind of felt just disconnected from everyone and everything and disconnected from yourself. It's like you just didn't, you lost kind of like... Maybe you felt purposeless. You felt like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. You felt like trapped. You felt judged. You felt like an outcast. You just felt weird. You felt like you wasn't living in your purpose, or you weren't going to be successful, or like all the work that you're putting in isn't going to work out. And it's like you're finally releasing that. You're realizing certain parts of yourself that you need to let go of, certain cords that you may have had with certain negative people, things that you weren't looking at, Maybe you had an unhealthy attachment to food or sex or drugs or alcohol or whatever. And maybe, you are finally releasing that, you're understanding what's triggering it. You're looking at certain triggers, or you're asking yourself, okay, well, why is it that when this happens, why do I always go grab the bottle? Or why do I always have to smoke? Or why do I always, go out to have sex and all that good stuff? You know what I'm saying? But it's like, because we literally have, how do you feel disconnected from yourself and others? And it says, how do you feel disconnected with yourself and others on 2 different cards, literally. So it's like, I think you're going through an overhaul of past relationships. Maybe your past when you were doing things, and maybe it's like you're repeating those cycles again, and you're like, okay, so I thought I healed this. It's back again. What's happening? What's making me feel this way? What's making me do this way? But I think that you're not really being mean to yourself, okay? Maybe you're looking at, you're looking at what you're eating, you're looking at what you're consuming, you're looking at the people that you're surrounding yourself with, you're looking at how you judge yourself, you know what I'm saying? And it's like you're trying to figure out like what to change, You're reprogramming yourself right now. Maybe you were thinking of yourself as inadequate in the bedroom, or like, I can't keep up, or I can't please my lover, or you're looking at yourself as inadequate because you don't eat as many fruits and vegetables as you should, or, your body, your looks, your habits, your career, whatever it is, your finances. There's something in your life that you're looking at, and you're like, okay, well, why am I judging myself so harshly, and how can I improve this? How have I been neglecting myself? Maybe I've been neglecting certain relationships in my life. Maybe I've been neglecting, nourishing my body. Maybe I've been neglecting, not being mean to myself. Maybe I've been neglecting myself by negative self-talk. Maybe I've been neglecting myself by accepting less than treatment, or, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I could work a little harder. Maybe I need to work a little less. It's like you're really trying to figure out what is not working, what is working, what do you need to focus on. It's like a reset, a rehaul, and, death and rebirth, pretty much. So if that resonates at all, then this is your reading. Let's get into your oracles, okay? All right, you guys got some extra cards, but that's all right. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, baby. But yeah, some of y'all could be Gemini or Capricorn, and we have some Scorpio and Pisces energy as well. Let's talk about it. We have Make a Meal and Nourish Your Temple. You're here to bring awareness to how to eat healthy, maybe body positivity, acceptance of your sexuality, because we do have sexuality and wisdom. Witch doctor too. Some of y'all could be doctors, but it's like you live a more holistic life or a healthy life, or maybe you're about the gym life or something like that, and you're meant to inspire others to take care of themselves. We do have Clear Your Mind and Breathe. So maybe you're very much focused on meditation or spending time alone, spending time in nature. It's like you're big on health, and you're very much, you're here to show people that, you don't have to, you can live a longer, more healthy life. You can live good. Maybe some of you guys, I'm hearing you age backwards. So it's like you're an earth angel too. Because look at this second ray of wisdom. And we have holy love with this angel right here. This is you. You're a holy love. But like, this is you. You're an earth angel. You're very divinely supported. And, yeah, step up and lead. It's like you're meant to show people what habits to add into their life, what habits to cut out. Because I feel like you guys maybe used to suffer from addiction, or maybe you had unhealthy eating habits. Whatever it is, it's like whatever you do now, you've overcome it. Maybe you had a porn addiction, sex addiction, whatever. You had some type of addiction that you released, and you're meant to show people how you did it. And that's what you're doing. Whether it's by example, whether it's you're teaching them, whether it's you made a course, whether it doesn't matter, You're meant to tell your story, and that's what you're doing, Maybe you tell people my drunk escapades, talking about how you did stupid shit when you used to drink, and like how you quit drinking or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a past, and you accept that, and you also are here to show people what to tolerate and what to not tolerate, okay? You're here to show people how to become their best selves. That's your purpose in life, is to become your best self, which you are. And I feel like you're still growing and learning, of course, okay? But yeah, every cycle has a higher opportunity. You're maybe one of those people who say everything happens for a reason, or you believe in that and you show people that. Like maybe you had some traumatic experience that actually ended up blessing you in some way, You show people the lessons and blessings by telling your story, and then people start to think like, oh yeah, this happened to me when this happened, and etc., etc. You also help people to become present. You help people to return to the 3D, get out of their heads, clear your mind. You get people to be more calm, less anxious, and you show people that the divine is real. You show people that they are highly supported. You help people to tap into their intuition as well. Some of you guys could be readers, or you're psychics, and that's what you do. You help people, in whatever way that you can. But I do feel like you help people to accept their, if they're LGBTQ or whatever it is, like, you are, maybe you are too, and you show people like it's okay. Like whoever you are or whatever you do, it doesn't matter. As long as you're living from love, as long as you're, applying we have wisdom twice. I didn't even notice that. You're here to spread your wisdom. Whether it's the wisdom that you receive from the divine, or whether it's the wisdom that you acquired through your traumas, through drama, through whatever, or just because you've learned it. As with this Gemini energy, Geminis, they love to learn and study and all that stuff. And, maybe with this Capricorn energy, it's like you also help people to, step up and lead, be the leader of their life. It says, I create my reality with my thoughts, and I think things, when I think things in focus, or whatever that says, because I don't know. But I have the ability to create a beautiful life of good and love. We have love, a lot of love here. Yeah, but you remind people to do maybe breath work. You might talk about breath work, or maybe you tell people when they're freaking out, take a deep breath, like calm down, Maybe you used to be very reactive and very angry, and now it's like you're more responsible with your maybe you have a higher emotional intelligence. It's just, there's a lot of transformation with you, especially because I was talking about Scorpio with this like sexuality energy. It always gives me Scorpio. So it's like you've transformed and become a completely different person than who you used to be. Let's see what this second ray of wisdom says. Well, second ray of wisdom. The second ray of wisdom is a consciousness of loving wisdom straight from the heart of the universe. See what I'm saying? It amplifies the magnetic power of attraction, empowering you to pull into your life all that is needed for your life's work. It brings the opportunity to heal, restore, and understand through the power of love and the light of ancient wisdom. Yeah, you guys are like an ascended master incarnated. Pretty much. The spiritual master known as Buddha is with you now, and to help you fully receive and integrate the blessing of this ray of the universe, the light from the universe. Yeah. When Buddha comes into your world, he brings the gift of wisdom. That includes openness, that all is without judgment. This might be a struggle that will eventually be revealed as a blessing in disguise. See, it might be the challenge that causes you to grow into readiness for the next phase of your divine life mission. Yeah, so pretty much you guys are here to show people that it doesn't matter where you came from or how you came into this world or what your limitations are. We are limitless beings that are continuously, it's like the world tries to limit us. And you see people who get things done, right? But a lot of it, people are like, oh, I could never do that. Why not? We're all here and we all have the same ability, but it's just certain things, are against us. And it's either we can allow those things to conquer us, or we can tap into our true divinity and move forward. And that's what you do. You help people through the maze of life. You help people to improve their lives. It's like some of y'all could be life coaches, therapists. I don't know what you do, but you don't have to do anything. Just yourself. And it says unlimited, limitless beings. Yes, bitch, yes. But yeah, you might also even be a massage therapist or something like that. But yeah, you chiropractor, you help people. Their mind, body, and soul. You help people to heal. You help people to improve. You help people to embrace their true authentic selves, to love themselves despite their flaws, despite the fact that they didn't come from a silver spoon, despite this, despite that. You're like, okay, you know what? We got this. We can do this together. Beautiful energy. Let's tap into your tarot. Okay, you are meant to show people that if we work together, we can make this a better place, a better world, okay? You don't have to do this alone. You help a lot of people. You work well with others, okay? But it's also you show people the power of independence and building up your stability yourself and then collaborating with others, because everyone has something to bring to the world. You show people that. You're like, okay, I'm not good at this, but you are. We can work together and create this. You show people, you call out people's gifts. You bring awareness. You maybe help a lot of people to create their own business, or you inspire people like, wow, you're really good at this. Have you ever thought of making this a business plan? Or have you thought about making this? It's like you show, again, like life coach vibes. You show people the way and how they can create their own life and what talents and what gifts that they already possess that can help them to do so. Like they don't have to go outside of themselves. They have it within them already. They were born with it. You also bring people happiness, and you help people to, find joy in the connections that they have, to be free to go make new connections, and to not just always feel so restricted or feel as though they have to be surrounded by certain people. You give people the inspiration to walk away from, immaturity, to walk away and be the bigger person. You show people to walk away from toxicity. You also show people that it's okay to be a sexual being, okay? Don't feel bad for, your kinks and stuff, or don't feel bad for because everyone has something that they do that's toxic. And it's up to you, And I feel like it's up to you to release it and stuff like that, or accept it and embrace it, because you can make it your power. You don't have to let it take from you. And that's what people are realizing about you as well. But you show people that it's okay, like you can cut people off. You may have been in a toxic relationship and you cut that shit off, and you walked away from it, and you inspire a lot of people to really, like, you know, maybe some of y'all had a divorce, maybe some of y'all left, like, you know, an abusive relationship and stuff like that, and you survived and you went through that, and, you know, maybe you you know, there's a lot of things in regards to that, like maybe assaulted in some way, and you tell your story, and, you know, other people realizing that, oh my god, I went through a similar situation, and, you know, you inspire people, you make people, it's like you trigger healing because you trigger memories by telling your story, and then that reminds people of what they went through. Like, oh yeah, that I had that happen to me when I was a child. Especially like you help people to heal their inner childs, to tap into their inner childs, to boost their confidence and have more fun and feel better about themselves, you know, because I was saying body positivity earlier, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, whatever you do, keep doing what you're doing, because you are making people express themselves more, embrace their true authentic selves more, put their true selves out there, and not give a damn about what other people think about them. Okay? Because you're not living for others, you're living for yourself, like I said earlier. You also show people that you can get what you want, that you can still do certain things and, like, still live a happy life. Like, you can still, like, maybe you drink once in a while, but you only drink to celebrate, even though maybe you was an alcoholic before, but you still have the ability to drink and not get lost in that sauce as though you were before, because you healed. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you toke here and there, but you don't toke because you want to escape your emotions, or you don't toke to escape the present moment. Maybe you use it in a holistic balance. You know, it's like you show people that these things that everyone demonizes, it's like you don't have to demonize it. It's here for a reason. There's a balance. There's a duality to everything, especially with this justice. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you could be like in the justice system or trying to reform the justice system. You could be an advocate or an environmentalist, and that's what your purpose is here as well, around people, to maybe inspire people to, you know, speak out or get more involved in changing the politicians' viewpoints, or, you know, how the police system works, or this and that, how the judicial system works, and the laws that we have, and etc., etc. You know, make more of an impact. Some of y'all could be in a politician or in that field, or you feel inspired to do so, and if you do, then that's the way you're meant to go down. Or you want to be a lawyer and, you know, do things pro bono and etc., all that stuff. But you help people to get out of their heads, to fight their fears. You inspire others because you step out of your comfort zone consistently, and, you know, you're meant to get people's head out of the clouds and, you know, ground their dreams, show them that they can make their dreams a reality by making your dreams a reality. Again, we have this King of Crystals energy, this leadership. We have Leo energy, Aries, Sag. We have Capricorn energy. Again, we have Libra energy. It's this powerhouse energy. You're a powerhouse, and you're meant to show people that you don't have to bow down to anyone. You don't have to, you know, just follow me blindly. Let's all walk together. Let's work together. You bring something to the table. We all bring something to the table. This is the potluck of life. You know? Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I do feel like you also maybe dress differently as well. And, you know, you inspire others to kind of like not have to follow whatever people like deem as like fashion, etc. Like, oh, you're not fashionable if you don't have the Gucci, Louis, blah, 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 Prada. You know what I'm saying? Like, you maybe thrift and you get the coolest shit, and people are like, what? Like, yeah, I got this for $10, bitch. The fuck? I'm not spending $200 on this shirt. I got the same shirt as you, and I got it for $10. And you show people like a different lifestyle. You set people free. That's what you hear. Free at last. Free at last. Thank God Almighty, I'm free at last. Was it you guys always talking about Martin Luther King? I'm not really sure. But maybe it was the other pile. But you are giving that same vibe. Activists, yeah, because I was saying environmentalists, activists, maybe you protest, but like peaceful protests. You're not about like, you know, violence and etc. You're very much against violence, I feel. And maybe you were violent before too, or maybe you've been through a violent kind of life, and you survived, and now it's like you're telling your story, like, we don't have to be violent. We're breaking the generational curses. We don't have to choose violence. We don't have to do this. We don't have to do that. Yeah. You're here to confidently show what was toxic about you, how you reformed and rebirth, because this is the devil, but she has like bat wings. You know, bats are like rebirth, you know? So it's like you've reformed, you turned in your toxic ways. You're also here to show connections of true friendship, unconditional love and bliss, and, you know, not some toxic people like, oh yeah, I spend my time around these people because I feel that like I have to, in order, I want to be popular. Maybe you're meant to actually teach children certain ways so they don't, like, you know, go through what you went through and stuff like that. There's something about children. Maybe you're meant to show children, like, okay, we don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. You don't have to bully. You can be your own person. Why are you so worried about other people? You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be like, you don't want children to go through what you went through when you were a child. And yeah, there's always going to be bullies, but also it's like you're trying to change that, transform that. Yeah, okay, pile number 2. Wow. I hope you have an amazing day, night, or whatever, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. What is up, pile number 3? Pile 1 and 2 were very much big ass energies. Can't wait to see. Ow, 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 ow. Ew. What's going on? I got burned a little bit. Maybe you just went through some kind of rough emotions. Maybe somebody burned you, or you went through like a time of roughness, you know? Something that wasn't fair happened to you recently. But anyway, or something that caused an imbalance in your life may have just recently happened. It doesn't have to be that it was unfair, but maybe it was something unfair that happened to somebody else and may have thrown you off your kilter. Random. But anyway, if you're new here, hit the subscribe so you can get more content from me. And if it resonates, you know, comment down below and give me a thumbs up, baby. I'm here for it. And if you want to book a personal, my email is in the description box. I will not message you for a reading, okay? So beware of the scammies, the scammers. Pile 3 is current energy. Okay. Let's get it. Let's go. Some of you guys may like the movie Up. I always think of the movie Up when I see this. You could be 22 or 30. You could be seeing 1111, or you could be 31. Hey, shout out to you. Wow, Gaia energy here. And you might like Panic of the Disco. Haven't you people ever heard of closing the goddamn door? No, you just close the door on something. You just closed the door on something, whether it was maybe people were not appreciating you. Maybe you felt undervalued. Maybe you felt like, you know, you were trying to fit into a crowd that just kind of like was making you the butt of their jokes, or, you know, pointing out your flaws, or, you know, you were trying to be who you weren't, and now it's like you're embracing your true colors. Okay? And you're feeling whatever you need to feel, you know? Maybe you were angry and, you know, you're feeling the anger and you're letting it go, you know? And you're releasing the time, like, in regards to your healing journey, okay? You're like, healing isn't linear. I don't have to rush to heal. I don't have to rush to actually do anything, you know? I can live how I want to live and do what I want to do and kind of flow on my own time instead of this rush culture that people put. But I do feel like, because it says respect the beauty of your body as you respect Mother Earth, it's like you're learning how to love and embrace yourself. Maybe you're connecting or grounding more, and you just feel more present. You also have really beautiful eyes, or you could have contacts, or you like to wear colored contacts. Yeah. You could also be really good at makeup as well. But I feel like you're climbing a new mountain, or you're about to, and it's like your perspective on the world is changing. Okay, you're having a higher perspective, and you're like, okay, well, what's really serving my life, and who's really serving my life, and what do I need to let go of? And you're connecting with yourself, your true self, your understanding, your protection, or maybe you're more protective of your energy, and you're no longer being blinded by the certain things or people or situations that, you know, maybe you felt like you didn't see. You were looking at things with rose-colored glasses, and now it's like you're seeing the reality of things and you're moving accordingly, or you're about to start moving accordingly. You could be seeing 1122, and yeah, or 444 for sure, and 222 as well. So if that resonates at all, let's get into your oracles. Ooh. Y'all, oh my god. It's ineffable to describe how your purpose in people's lives. It's literally like, it's unexplainable, but I know that it's just more esoteric, I guess you can say, but it's not. It's like a blend of both. Okay? We have talk less and feel more. So we have Pisces energy, Cancer, and Scorpio, and we also have heavy Pisces. And Virgo energy as well. Okay, you could be big on habits as well. Could have a daily, nightly routine. Okay, maybe you work out, skincare, meditation, because we do have, like with this person meditating, maybe you go into nature, you go on walks. There's things that you do daily that help you to become your best self. Okay, and that is what your purpose is. Okay, you're here to help people out. Okay, people who are going through it. To heal the parts of me that feel hurt. I must feel every emotion. You help people do that because you do it yourself. Okay, talk less, feel more. Big emphasis on feelings. Okay, and Cancer energy, feelings. Pisces, water energy, they're about feelings, emotions. Okay, so it's kind of like you show people that it's okay to heal your emotions, especially for my masculine energies. It's like, so it's like you're transforming the stigma of like, oh, boys don't cry and da da da, you're a baby. You're transforming that. You're helping people to tap into their feelings and release the stigma, or release those beliefs that no longer like provide us or help us, because you're maybe calling out like why that needs to change, to close out those cycles, whether it's with people that you're close to, whether it's that you tell people on social media, whatever. You're also here to help people to tap into their intuitive abilities, to transform and create their destiny, to tap into all of their psychic abilities. Maybe you teach people about their psychic abilities. You're here to help people to improve their health, but mostly mental health, I do feel, for you guys, but also to create things, because with this take inspired action and then hermetic and create, it's like you inspire, or your purpose is to show people how to create with the assistance of the universe, to connect to the universe and to create. Okay, releasing the fact or the beliefs like you have to work hard, because with this relax and take inspired action, you're very balanced. It's like people think that it's so easy for you to like win. Because this guy, it looks like he's winning. He's like, yeah, because he transformed. He is winning, but it's like you're showing a different, like, I don't know. You work through your mind and your feelings, and you may attract or manifest things easily and effortlessly, because with this initiation, that's like surrender, because it's the Hanged Man. So it's like you kind of surrender and you look at things from a different perspective. You work smarter, not harder, and you show people how to do that. That's what your purpose is in this lifetime. You're also here to show people how to, be more grateful, be more brave, to love themselves, to see their inner beauty and how it reflects into their outer beauty as well. You're here to show people that the divine is real. Magic is real. Miracles happen every day. There's magic everywhere. You show people synchronicities. Maybe when you're with people, a lot of times synchronicities their awareness goes up. You're here to raise the awareness of people. You're here to raise the consciousness and awaken people. That's what you're here to do. You're here to awaken the collective. Okay, on a mass level, because this is like a whole palace. Okay, you're here to create a utopia instead of a dystopia. Okay, people are so focused on fear, but if we shift that focus and focus on the positives, that's what will manifest more, because what you focus on grows, and people kind of seem to forget that, and it is a fact. And the science of there's so much science behind the teachings that a lot of the spiritual teachers 444 have been talking about for I was saying millennia, but for a very long time, and now science is finally catching up to that and proving, and people are very much logical, so it's like I need to see it to believe it. But you're the type of person is you believe it and then you'll see it. You're helping people to release toxic patterns, maybe toxic addictions, and you're helping people to transform. We have transformation twice. Yeah, you're helping people to to have less chapped lips. No, I'm just kidding. But to tap into a new way of living, to release limiting beliefs, to tap into more love, to manifest more abundance and opportunities. You could be a person who's very much big on abundance is my birthright. There's more than enough. I lack nothing. We don't need to lack any. There's enough for everyone. You're not here to make people feel less than. You're not here to make people feel limited. You're here to change the social constructs. We have 5-5. Yeah. What else? Anything else? We have so much about releasing. Yeah, you're here to help people to release what they were taught, release their beliefs that maybe are not serving them, release what they thought they knew, release the stigmas and the judgments and the negativity and the control, you know what I'm saying? You're here to show things and bring awareness to fast food and how they're trying to poison us and all this other stuff that, you know what I'm saying? You're here to show people that conspiracy theories are more likely theories that, the government calls conspiracies. No offense to the gov, keep doing what you're doing, but we are aware because everything has its purpose. And I think that's also what you're here to show people. There is a balance, there is a duality, you know what I'm saying? But you're here to show people which duality do you want to focus on. You're the new earthers. You're here to show people the new earth is coming in, Dolores Cannon. You're here to show people that it's your choice. Do you want to live on the 3D or create this more of a 5D life in the 3D? Do you want to tap into the magic and the divinity? Do you want to love yourself? Do you want to feel better and look better and live better? Or do you want to live a shitty life and then die? It's up to you. That's the kind of vibe that you're giving off. You're showing people, you're helping people to take the actions, but also feel more ease in life, feel more relaxed, feel more trusting, and just kind of believe that the divine is here to support them. The way the divine supports you, and you show people that. Yeah, magic, magic, magic. There are no coincidences, but you see all the synchronicities and people see so much more magic, and you show people that life can be fun. You can create with ease and you don't have to, life doesn't have to be hard. We make it hard, to be honest. And I believe that I'd be doing the same shit sometimes, and then I start to catch myself and I'm like, okay, but is it really this hard, or do I have to really rush, or what is going on here? You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of vibe. But let's get into your tarot. Okay, you're here to definitely show people that magic is real. I don't know, maybe some of you guys are into, maybe you could be a witch, wizard, whatever you want to call it. But some of you guys do practice, and you're here to show people to practice whichever way that it is, whether it's candle magic or whatever kind of magic that you do. You're also here to create alchemists, to show people how to alchemize their pain into power. You guys are very powerful. Oh my God. Okay, you're also here to show people that there's no one way to live, that everyone is multifaceted, and again, there's this energy of, you don't have to be perfect, you don't have to, be a certain way to be worthy of love, you don't have to do this, you don't have to do that, you don't have to be a person who hurts people. I've never noticed that this is an octopus lady, but she's on a hook, you know what I'm saying? That's very interesting. It's you don't have to also be fishing all up in everyone's business. You don't need to be worried about everybody. Maybe you're really against gossip and you don't entertain gossip as well. And that's what you're here to show people. You really don't have to be gossiping, or you don't really have to be worrying about everyone else when you really need to be worrying about yourself and creating your life. Because why focus on others when you really need to focus on yourself, okay? You're also here to show people that they can make their dreams a reality, that there's no one way to success. There's no one way to describe success. Because what is success? Success is different for every single person, okay? It doesn't mean that like one person is not successful because they're not successful to somebody else's terms. Everyone has their own type of success. You know, you're here to show people like success could be like, I'm happy, I'm healthy, you know, I don't have to be in a relationship, I don't have to be married and have kids and or I don't have to like be a millionaire or a billionaire, I could just be financially stable or whatever, you know. You're here to break those kind of limitations, and not to say that you also here to show people that you can become a millionaire or a billionaire, but it's like you choose what you want to choose. Choose what aligns with you. Choose what makes you happy. You don't have to go about a certain dynamic that people placed before you, or, you know, maybe your parents told you, oh, I want you to be a doctor. You're the people who are like, well, do you really want to be a doctor? Or are you just do you really want to do what you're doing right now? Or are you doing it because someone told you to do it? Or they told you that if you do this, then you're successful. And this is in regards to every aspect of life. Okay? You're also here to show people that someone has either a soulmate or a divine counterpart, and you know, you can live in a happy relationship, but also that loving yourself and building up your foundation and your stability first and tapping into your creative ventures is the way to live, focusing on self and then having your cup overflow. You're also here to show people that it's okay to have boundaries, and it's okay to take your time, and it's okay to, you know, it's just not, you're also here to show people that it's not okay to sacrifice yourself or your beliefs for others as well. You know, to stand firm in your boundaries if you feel like does not align with what you believe in. You know, express yourself. Express yourself. You're here to show people that it's okay to speak your truth. Not everyone's going to like you. Not everyone's going to align with you. It's okay not to be liked. 333. It's okay to be your authentic self. Even people think that you're a bird brain, because there's like literally this like link. And wear a mask. Like, take off your mask and show them who you really are. Show them how crazy you are. And it's okay because you're happy, right? All right, but yeah, it's also okay to be by yourself. It's okay to, you know, kind of be mysterious. You don't have to tell people everything and like you can move in silence. That's what you're here to do, is show people like you can move in silence. You don't have to move a certain way. We have an I am for you guys too. What does it say? I am my best source of inspiration. Yeah, and look, the Ace of Wands, which is about inspiration. You get you're an inspiration. That's what your purpose is to inspire others to love themselves, inspire others to have firm boundaries, and to kind of make up their own beliefs. You know what I'm saying? Do their own research, okay? Don't believe everything you see. Don't believe everything you hear. Don't follow the crowd. Don't be a sheep. You know? But yeah, you're here to show people it's okay to be alone. You don't have to like live this cookie cutter life that everyone feels that you have to. You don't have to follow the crowd. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. Like, you can live off grid, and you can go and do what you want to do, get a farm, and like, you know, move out of town. But yeah, and yeah, because with this Eight of Swords and this Ten of Cups, it's like the mental constructs that people put on to, society puts on to us really causes us to feel trapped. Like, maybe you like to do a certain thing, but you don't do it, and it makes you happy because of the world, okay? And that's, you stopped and you started to do it, and now people see that you're happy because you broke out of this limitation, and now you inspire others like, oh yeah, I never did this, or I never took painting seriously because, you know, everyone said, oh, that you can't do that, it's just a hobby. And then all of a sudden now you're making $10,000 a month by selling a couple paintings, and you're living, you know, you're able to travel and do whatever. And it's like you show people that kind of vibe, that kind of life, that it's possible. Not saying that's just an example, but that's the kind of vibe that you're doing, and you're showing people abundance is our birthright as well. And it's okay to believe in your dreams. And yes, it's going to take time, and yes, you have to be patient, and yes, you have to like kind of sacrifice your old self to step into the person that you know you can be. You know? But yeah, that's what I got for you, pile number 3. I hope you have an amazing day, night, or whatever, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. What's going on, pile number 4? Last but never least, of course. Yeah, you guys have been going through it, huh? or you were, and now you're finally getting out. So shout out to you. Those are growing pains, growing pains. But if you're new here, hit that subscribe down below and the bell so you get notified every single time I post new content. And if this resonates, give me a thumbs up and comment. Let me know how or why, okay? And if you want to book a personal, my email is in the description box. I will not message you for a reading. Please be aware of these scammers out here, okay? So let's get into your current energy, then we'll tap into your oracles and close you out with some tarot. Pile 4. What's their current energy? Ooh. Okay. Got some justice energy, prosperity, house and building. Alright. Some of you guys might have gotten a new pet, or you have a cat. Someone's name is Lily, or your cat's name is Lily. What the hell? Are you like lilies? I don't know what. Yo, the way I don't understand. Okay. Could be the year of the dragon. Okay. And someone has a peacock tattoo or a dragon tattoo. But moving on. Yeah, it's like, so I feel as though some of you guys are either moving, or you want to move, or you just want a new beginning, or you have recently just moved. And I feel like you're just in this new energy. Maybe you want to clean house, you want to declutter, you just want to get out of wherever you were, or get out of whatever you were going through. It's like you're balancing yourself. You're rebalancing. Okay, balancing your divine feminine, your divine masculine, and you're taking a hard look in your, I'll say in the mirror because she's looking in the mirror, but you're taking a hard look at yourself, you know, in regards to what do you believe. Okay, what do you need to start focusing on that you have to be grateful for? What do you need to give away to make room for new? Okay, and it's like you're tapping into your authenticity. 222, you're tapping into the truth of yourself. You could be seeing 444, 888, and 111, but it's like, I don't know, you maybe used to mask yourself, you maybe used to dim your light around people, and now it's like you're speaking your truth unapologetically. You might be triggering people, and now you're seeing, you know, people's masks are coming off in regards to that. Like, you know, some of you guys may be moving out of the city as well, or into the city, or into the sticks. Take it as it resonates, but I feel like a lot of you guys are moving, or you will be moving in the future. But yeah, I feel like you're tapping into the depths of yourself, and you're trying to see like what is blocking you. Why am I not getting this, or why am I not getting that? And you're changing something. Whether it's like your makeup routine, your daily routine, your house, your home. You're changing something. The way you make money, maybe you're getting a side hustle, or, you know, the way you view prosperity. Could be changing your looks too in some way, shape, or form, or you're changing what is it, your I was supposed to say dress code. The way you dress. Okay. Yeah, but I feel like you're boosting your confidence in yourself, and you're really like, you're seeing the reality of people. You're seeing what triggers you're seeing what emotions you let succumb you, and what emotions trigger you to do certain things or act a certain way, or like, why do you feel the need to dim your light in front of certain people? Is it because your truth triggers these people? Do I need to step away from these people, etc., etc.? It's like you're really trying to own up to who you are, and own up to who deserves your energy, and what energies you need to step away from, and what energies you need to stop doing or stop entertaining, and what do you need to donate or get rid of or declutter to improve your life and allow for more prosperity and happiness, you know? Or where could you move, or where would you want to move if you could move anywhere? It's like you're really trying to figure out, where do you want to go, and what do you want to do, and who do you want to be? So yeah, 444. If that resonates at all, let's get into your oracles. Okay, a lot of you guys are into astrology, or you know, Chinese astrology, energy work, all things spirituality, and that's what you're here to show people. You're here to, you know, prioritize rest. Okay, I literally have recharge, rest, and take a breather. Okay, some of you guys could be Cancer, Scorpio, Sagittarius. But and we have the first ray of power. He was number one. SpongeBob. Anyway, Yeah. I do feel like you're here to align people, align energy works, because when you're aligned, life is easier. You don't have to work as hard, okay? Things come to you easy, and you too, you could have came from another pile, are breaking the hustle culture. You're showing that there is abundance, okay? Because I'm seeing what is it called? What is that thing in the desert where there's like water? Fuck. I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, it's like there's plants and water in this empty desert. And yeah, that's you. You're here to show people that oasis, that's it. Life is an oasis, that even though, like, things might look dry over here, but there's still the potential to find this oasis. You just have to keep going and focus on your mindset and your belief, because if you think you're going to die out there in the desert, then you will. But if you believe in yourself, you will manifest unique opportunities to help you to align with your desire, to help you to align and create the reality of your dreams. You're also here to show people to tap into meditation more, inner child healing, new ways of healing, yoga, qigong, all that, like, and sleep, prioritizing sleep. You maybe teach of the reality of what your dreams mean, the messages that you get from your dreams, how you can use your dreams and the feelings that you feel from your dreams to, apply to your real life. You're here to show people how to boost their confidence, to go with the flow of life instead of fighting life, because it's like if you're swimming upstream, you're going to exhaust yourself and drown. And a lot of people drown in this hustle culture, and you're here to show people the opposite, okay? You're also here to show people that nature, maybe you're here to help people to, kind of step away from this, like, dopamine kind of hit vibes or instant gratification. Maybe you're here to show people, like, let's go on a walk, let's reconnect with nature, let's go camping, let's disconnect. You might tell people, or maybe when you come into people's lives or you hang out with people, they're like on their phone less, they forget about their phone, and it's because that's what you're here to do. You're here to make people come back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. I don't know. Eminem. Someone of you likes Eminem, or you like M&Ms? But anyway, yeah, you're here to ground and, deepen your connection to God, source, the universe, and Mother Gaia. You're here to show people, when they're feeling down or they're going through it, go outside, take a walk, take a nap, prioritize your health in some way, shape, or form, or do something that'll help you. You're also here to speak your truth, okay? You're here to allow people to speak their truth as well. We have memory and sing, okay? You're here to show people that the truth sometimes hurts. And a lot of people sugarcoat shit, but you are not one, okay? You're very honest. You're very deep. And, you could also be very emotional as well. And you could have a lot of emotional intelligence. But I do feel like you're very much aligned. You could even be a healer, Reiki healer, Chi healer. But I feel like, yes, it's a starseed. You're a starseed. Your purpose is to help people, to, connect with the fellow starseeds. And then, everywhere there's a starseed, the starseed is indeed helping to raise the vibration of each and every place that they're at. You're here to travel too, okay? You're here to travel and, go different places, meet new people. You're here to reprogram your subconscious mind, and, you're here to help others to reprogram their subconscious mind and their beliefs and get out of this, like, matrix mentality, red pill, blue pill kind of vibe, Yeah, you're here to help people to tap into a growth mindset, help people to release the past, to no longer allow their past to hold them back, to allow people to create their dreams and just breathe. I want to see what this first ray of power is for you guys. I feel like I might have not read it for the other pile, but if I did, Okay. We got the first ray of power is the energy of conscious destruction. It can be used in a healthy way to eliminate the past, literally, bro, and allow for a fresh start. Yeah, maybe you may be a tower moment for some people, and then you come in, you break down their lives, you break down their beliefs, and at times they may not like you for it, but then after they realize that you were a blessing regardless, because some of you guys may cause some rough ass shit to happen in people's lives. But anyway, the first ray also carries the frequency of leadership. Yeah, you're a leader. You're here to lead the crowd and make them realize that they can be leaders too. You're here to make leaders. It can assist you in to stand in the truth of your light so others can find their way by it, literally. It helps to strengthen your willpower so you can accomplish any task you choose. Yeah, so it's like, because literally, you rest, you take a nap, and I feel like you get shit done. We all have the same 24 hours, right? But you show people that, like, you guys are the work smarter, not harders vibe as well. Not harders, Jesus. Yeah, you're also here to show people to not hoard. You know, some people hold on to certain things because of the emotional attachment, because of this, or maybe I'll use that and stuff like that. But half of the things that people have in their lives, they really don't need. And you maybe help people to declutter their lives, or maybe people hold on to toxic habits or toxic people and hang out with certain people that they know that they shouldn't be hanging out with. And you're here to point that out. Like, you know, this person is really mean to you every time, or talks hella shit to you, and you call this person your friend. Why do you hang out with this person? And yeah, that might piss people off at first, but then after they start to see it, you know, you're here to awaken people to like the truth of the situation, spiritual growth. Okay, whew, sorry. You guys are so ascended, because now we have the Ascended Master. But yeah, the Ascended Master Elmira brings you, that's interesting, brings you his particular blessing and encourages you to believe in your own strength and to take the initiative on what matters most. Yeah, you're here to take out the confusion and things. You're here to be heard. You're here to sing your own song. Some of you guys are here to make music with purpose. You're here to make music that heals. You're here to make music that causes an emotional feeling that helps people to, you know, raise their vibration. Some of you guys are here to make meditations. You're here to, you know, make affirmations and, like, you know, help. Just, there's something about your voice. Your voice is meant to be heard. Your voice holds a lot of weight, and your voice helps to heal, and that's what it is. You're here to speak your truth. You're also here to call out the snakes, okay? To point out certain people who may be moving funny and etc. And this is in regards to people that are hanging around you, or people that are around the people that you hang around with, but also in regards to a mass scale, like, you know, because I'm thinking about Oprah and stuff like that, and, you know, a lot of people are talking about it. You know, she was this, like, we put her on this pedestal and stuff like that, but now we're seeing the truth of the situation and how she's moving and all that stuff. And, you know, it's not to say, you know, everyone has their thing, whatever, but you're here to allow people or make people to realize to detach from the 3D things. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe people are so attached to certain things, like, oh, my car, da, da, da. Like, at least you have a car, you know? Like, oh, I want a better car. Like, be grateful for what you have. Gratitude for you guys as well. But, you know, like, oh, this, and that. They're complaining about certain things. You maybe call out people who are complaining about things when it's like, it could always be worse and it could always be better. It's like your choice. You know, if you're going to complain about certain things, you're going to manifest more things to complain about. But yeah, you're here to show people about discernment, to, you know, show people the world of how, like, it says deceptive world of politics. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the spiritual journey. You're here to, yeah, some of you guys could get into politics as well, but you're here to show people how their energy creates their reality. And that's what you're here to do, you know? Yeah. All right, let's get into your tarot. Okay, so you're here to help people to overcome their past pain, their past trauma, to move past insecurities that maybe they accumulated in childhood, to help fight fears, to help people to balance their divine masculine, their divine feminine, to help people to see the truth of the world, see beyond the illusion, to tap into maybe astrology and, use their birth chart to help them to live their best life, or tap into their human design or whatever, you know what I'm saying? To tap into the things and the tools, but also to tap into their inner truth, their inner voice, and their intuition. To trust that gut feeling, to be able to tell the difference. You're here to teach people to be able to tell the difference between anxiety and their intuition. You're here to tell people how to, learn from within instead of just getting an education without. You're here to help people to stop seeking validation, external validation. You're here to help put painful cycles to an end. You're here to help people to, reach their goals, to figure out what they really want instead of aimlessly helping others to achieve their goals. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to have a job, but like, what do you really want? Do you want to work at this job forever while you're building someone else's lifestyle, while you're paying for someone else's Ferrari? Why don't you get your own Ferrari by figuring out, like, what talent do you have in this life? What can you master about yourself? Because everyone has a gift that they were placed with as they came into this world. What is your gift? And that's where you're here to help people. Like, yo, did you ever know you could really do this? Like, you could help people. You could do this. You could do that. You would be a great lawyer. You would be a great teacher. You would be a great business owner. Or this, like, I feel like you could make this into a product that you could sell. You know what I'm saying? You guys are creators. You guys are creators. You generate things in this lifetime. You maybe like fix things, or you may be handy and like you like know how to create things, and you're here to inspire others to do the same. But you are here, your purpose in life is to create something that will be known or used worldwide, that will be of service, or to be of service to people worldwide, or create a business, or help people to create businesses, or you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, that's what you're here to do. Help everyone put their crown on, everyone to fix their crown, everyone to figure out what their crown is. Beautiful. But yeah, you're really here to be this sunlight, to shed light on all those who need it, to help people, to bring about positivity. Like, you put people in a better mood, you help people to feel better just by being around them. You raise the vibration of every place that you go to, every collective that you surround yourself around. Anytime you make a video, whatever you create, if you're here to make a book or write a book, your book will make an impact. If you're here to make a movie, make a video, make content, be an actor, singer, whatever it is, write a movie, write a screenplay, write a play, it doesn't matter. Whatever you're here to create something that is going to impact. That's what you're here to do, and you're kind of already doing it, and I feel like you know that. But you know that you're not just here to, work for the man and shit like that. You're here to create something that is going to help others. But you inspire others by what you create as well. Like, if you created something, because there's still things that are getting created, and, you're here to help people. Because inventions are literally solving problems. You're here to solve a problem, and you're here to get paid lucratively for that and inspire others to do the same. And you're here to live a fulfilling and happy life and inspire others to do the same. And not in you're here to be humble as well, to show people that even if you got money, or even if you're successful, or even if you're this or that, even if people put you on a pedestal, you're still going to treat people the same. You're still going to be humble. You're still going to not think of yourself as this almighty God and stuff like that. We're all God within ourselves, but it's like you're going to be like, yeah, you have the potential to do the same. You're not going to look at anyone less than, and even if they have less money than you, that doesn't mean that they're a bad person, or that you have to like look down upon them and stuff like that. You're here to show people like you don't have to look down on people, because you could be where they're at. And is that how you would you have no idea their story. That's the thing. You're here to show people like you don't know what someone's going through. You don't know how far they walked in those shoes. You could never walk a mile in their shoes, and you're here to acknowledge that and show people that. Yeah, but you're here to help people to get out of anxiety, to, you know, realize that we're here in this incarnation to just live. And, you know, when we die, we get turned into love. Our soul never dies. Okay, you're here to show people our soul never dies. So just enjoy life. Like, don't sweat the small stuff. That's another thing. You're here to show people, don't sweat the small stuff. Why are you getting all anxious and like upset about one thing? You're stressing yourself out, causing yourself to age quicker, and causing yourself, because stress causes disease, because it causes disease in the body. So the more you stress, the more unhealthy you become. And it's like, you're here to show people that, and like be like, hey, it's okay. You ain't gotta do all that. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. It's not the end of the world. You're not gonna be stressing about that. You're here to calm people's minds. You're here to be like, hey, it's okay. You're a support system for a lot of people. Yeah. All right. I'm here, mental health advocate. Yeah, you're here to help a lot of people mentally and help people to connect with their souls. You know? Not to sell their souls, connect with their souls. But yeah, that's what I got for you, pile number 4. I hope you have an amazing day, night, or whatever. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.